Cummins away! Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a Ram 2500 Longhorn. Before we get in this video though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Dodge Ram here in Sandy, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have the 6.7 liter Cummins diesel that goes through a 6-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 370 horsepower and then 850 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see how it's higher there in the center, then kind of slopes off on the side. And then of course we got our 2500 heavy duty badge here on the side as well. Now the Longhorn has the same lights as the Limited, hence why it's called the Limited Longhorn probably. But yes, the upgraded headlights, which I think look great. You guys can kind of see the daytime running lights in that shot hopefully. And then massive chrome front grille with the camera there at the bottom of the A and the Ram logo. Tow hooks there at the bottom with our body painted bumper, and then we got fog lights and parking sensors too. And putting it all together, I love how this truck looks, especially with this kind of like off-white. It's like a creamish white, it looks good. Come around the side here, our tire and wheel setup is 285/60/20 in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you guys can see with the design, you've got the silver there on the top and then the metallic gray below that. We've got these body painted fender flares here. Notice Cummins turbo diesel badge there on the side, and then our Limited Longhorn edition badge here with the Ram logo. New style trailer mirrors with the door handles being body painted. And then you guys notice this one's a Mega Cab. And well, speaking of Mega Cab, here's your full side view with the truck, which I think looks great. Now, being a 2500 means we have a solid rear axle, and then we have multi-link in the back end instead of leaf springs. So here's our key fob. We have our unlock function or lock function, remote start, the drop down for the tailgate as well. And then you guys can see it says Longhorn there on the back. Now popping inside, we have a payload capacity of 1,797 pounds. You guys can see we've got bed liner here from the factory. LED bed light action as well. And then if you're wondering, with the Mega Cab, the biggest bed you can get, well, the only bed you can get is a 6.5 foot box. And I also forgot to mention, this one has the power outlet in the bed too. Lifting up the tailgate, it's actually really light, easy to get into place. And then you guys can see we've got the LED lights here on the back, all of our badges here in chrome, of course another Longhorn badge, so many of them. Parking sensors there at the bottom as well. And just finishing up, I think that this is probably my favorite look on a Ram heavy duty. This or probably the Night Edition Laramie. It's kind of a hard choice for me. Now popping inside, you guys can see we've got the brown leather here with the wood trim. Then look at the black leather, and I love how it's got like that cracked feature on it. And then again with the stitching there on the black leather. So definitely a nice look for the door panel. And then we do have power side steps. And that theme continues onto the seats. Of course, you have to have Longhorn right there. And then we've got perforated leather all down the center. Now with this latch right here, this is for the recline function. And then you have a latch here up top, which apparently I don't have enough muscle, there we go, which will let you just fold down the seat normally, okay? And then we've got this latch here at the bottom, which if you pull it, this is to fold the seat all the way down flat. You do have to move the driver's seat forward a little bit, but the Mega Cab has a lot of utility because of that. And also, yes, you do have storage space behind the seats. Legroom here in the back is really good. I love the little saddle bag. I think that looks cool. And then look at the cracked feature yet again. And then really nice wood trim, just like on the door panel. Sorry about the lighting in that shot. And then you guys can see the vents down below, heated seats for the rear, USBs, full power outlet too. And then headroom back here is also great. And we've got a cup holder armrest. Now with the front door panel, it's just like the back with the coloration, and then like look at the wood trim and then the leather down below. All of our window controls, front two are automatic by the way. Your mirror adjustments, the mirrors do power fold in. And then these are the mirror light functions right there on the side. This is to extend the mirror, so if I press this and then press the button, I can extend the mirror out, which is pretty cool. And then the function just down below it, this is to adjust the little convex mirror. And something that people have complained about on the mirror is actually the lights and the cameras and everything, and I can kind of understand that because like look how much space that takes up right there. And then you guys can kind of see with the rest of the mirror as well. Now the front seats also have really nice leather. Notice it says Longhorn there, and then it's perforated all down the center portion. We've got our power adjustments here on the side, and then our pedal layout down below, and then of course Ram logo right there. That's for the cargo outlet. You got your light control here with the fog light and the cargo light. And then look at the stitching here and everything. Pedal adjustment. The steering wheel is manually adjustable. And then you've got like nice wood trim like in the smallest little area, which is so funny. Boom. Now here is the steering wheel, really nice black leather all around. We've got the brown stitching in the center portion with our wood trim here at the bottom. Gear limiter with our cruise control here on the side, adaptive cruise control as well. We've got our radio controls there on the back, phone controls for the center stack, turn signal, windshield wiper stock, and then we have our column shifter with some really nice stitching and leather trim around it. Now we have a full digital gauge cluster. Notice it says LongHorn there at the top, which I think is pretty sweet. But I can change from analog to digital, and that's kind of the difference there. And then the other cool thing about this is if we go through the menus, which shows different vehicle information, we also have a map view as well. And so I'm starting to see more and more people kind of grow accustomed to this because, like, don't get me wrong, the last gauge cluster is cool, but this one, it's on a whole nother level. Now in reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel, and then you guys can see all of the other camera viewpoints here with this. Apparently it's not picking my finger because it's very cold. If you guys don't know, most touchscreens don't like to pick up your finger if your fingertip is cold enough. But anyways, 360 camera system, you got a bed camera, it works, and then you also have little shortcut buttons down below. Now as for the rest of the infotainment screen, first off, you guys can see our dual zone climate controls here on the screen. We have heated seats, heated steering wheel, also air conditioned seats as well. Shortcut bar at the bottom of the screen, which lets us scroll into different menus like the navigation. You got your vehicle tab as well, which apparently doesn't want to go to the vehicle tab. I'm keeping that in the video. That was a glitch right there, Ram. You got the bed lower mode, so this one must have the rear air suspension, and then you can notice you've got that for the power side steps as well. But overall, I mean, when the screen's working, it works pretty well. Now I've got a bunch of controls around the screen, so that's for your lane departure, climate controls on either side, radio controls as well, and then we've got our parking sensors here at the bottom with our tow haul mode, stability control, your alternate trailer height setting, diesel exhaust brake, trailer steering, and then our trailer brake controls as well. And then right next to that, we've got our driveline select with our 2-wheel high, 4-wheel low, and then your true neutral. And then I would like to mention really nice leather trim here on the dash. And then again, look at like the cracked texture there at the top. And then you got the wood trim as well. Like this dash, I'm just gonna say it right now, most beautiful dash in the truck industry. Would you look at that? We have another LongHorn plaque. They have like 50 of these plaques. Like I wonder how much this cost Ram to put these plaques in a LongHorn because they're everywhere. But anyways, with the center console, we got the felt there. Obviously got the measuring charts. It slides backwards and forwards. Really nice wood trim, like the grating and everything feels great. And then you can see we've got a wireless phone charging pad here. We've got some USBs and then a full power outlet down below as well. Now over here, you guys can see LongHorn there on the front of the glove box. Opens up, pretty decent storage space. Again, really nice wood trim. And then look at like the leather down below. And then you can see with the glove box, also great storage. And of course, this has the camera mirror. We also have a power sliding rear window with the truck as well. So here's our window sticker for this LongHorn. Our base MSRP is $73,990. Sorry if the door is moving. It's super windy today, which also adds to the cold factor. But anyways, we've got quite a few options added to this. This is called Pearl White, if you guys are wondering with the color. But the biggest expense, man, that door is moving so much, is gonna be the diesel. It's almost $10,000. Again, it has the air suspension as well, towing technology, all that. Anyways, after all options, $99,310. Guys, it's affordable. It's less than $100,000. It's less than $100,000. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility over the hood, and nice leather. Both the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring and throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, let's set off. I'll pull this way so you guys can see a little bit better. But setting off in the LongHorn, man, this is such a nice pickup truck. The interior on this is just beautiful. When I first, was selling Rams, I wasn't a fan of the LongHorn because I was like, yeah, I don't really like the brown and all that. But now that I'm a little bit older, a little bit more mature, I really like this interior because it has contrast. It's not just bland and black like what you get with a Laramie, for example. Now, when it comes to how the LongHorn drives, well, it drives like every other 2500. Yes, it has the air suspension that does help out, but you can get the air suspension in every single package with the 2500. So like, you don't get any benefit with ride quality when it comes to going with the LongHorn. The benefit is with having the looks, obviously, on the outside, but then also having this really nice interior. I will say, though, the leather seats are very comfortable. They've got nice bolstering on them, and the leather's like just nice and supple. It's the best way to put it. And they just feel cool, like all the different textures, like the cowhide texture and then the like cracked texture and everything, like all of it together, and the perforated texture. It's just cool. This is like a feast of textures. That's the best way to describe the LongHorn. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it so much, is a lot of modern cars are just pretty bland, like everything's like the same plasticky texture, whereas this has like, I don't know, you've got like the nice leather trim texture, you've got like the smooth wood, but then you have like the, you know, more like open pore wood, and it's just, I don't know, it's nice. Anyways, other driving, steering's pretty direct for a heavy duty pickup truck. Again, you still have a solid front axle. When you go over bumps though, it actually, there was a little pothole there, it actually handles it pretty dang well. So it doesn't like upset the truck too much, which is great. It does feel big though, but I mean, this being a mega cab and everything, just popping in, it, like, I don't feel uncomfortable driving it. Like, I feel like it's easy to maneuver, it's easy to drive overall. Man, I love this interior so much. I wish that we could get this interior in like the TRX. Maybe, let me know if I'm the only one. I might be the only one, but like, I would rock a Western themed Ram TRX. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, turning is not too bad either. Torque! Yeah, so much torque. That's for sure. It's got the normal truck brakes where you kind of have to like push into the pedal quite a bit to get anything to happen. That's just how pickup trucks are. Okay, so we should be good to go and get our acceleration here. Cummins away! Yeah, look at that. This thing moves. This thing moves. So summing things up, with the 2500, it drives really well. Not having leaf springs in the back end helps out quite a bit with ride quality. As for this LongHorn package, you are basically paying for an interior and exterior upgrade. You're not paying for better ride quality, you're not paying for better towing capacity, none of that. You're paying for more luxury. Actually, you're paying for slightly less towing capacity because all this leather and wood trim weighs quite a bit, so it actually lowers the payload capacity of this truck. And then the Mega Cab is the big thing that lowers the payload capacity of the truck. But let me know what you guys think about this LongHorn, and would you go LongHorn or would you go limited? So I guess I should rephrase that. Would you go LongHorn limited or would you just go regular limited? So limited, LongHorn limited. Anyways, bye.